Hillary, you guys okay?
Yeah. So, Sandra, maybe you want to start off. I mean, it was your first time going to the DR, and a lot of people from the Rosary Group wanted to go. Some couldn't because of circumstances. But if you want to share a testimony as someone who, I know you were there like 25 years ago, but maybe with this group, with St. Peter and Paul, kind of share your experience on what it was like for you.
Yeah, and I want to hear yours too, Jay, because I know this is everybody needs to know how many times you went down with your family. It's absolutely incredible. So we want to hear that too. But where do I start, guys? I was hesitating ever since St. Joseph. Father Mario and Vlad were doing it way back in St. Joseph, and I always made some excuse, whether it was work, family, just too busy. It was never a money thing, but sometimes I made it a money thing. Where I'm like, oh, the money it's gonna cost, like any rationale to kind of make myself feel a little bit better about not being able to go. And I think the last time they went in November, right after the pandemic, the first trip after 2 years, I really missed it. I really missed something happened, and it was coming. I was going to go in November, even the one before that. But again, circumstances like some people on the Rosary Group go through, like just can't make it happen. But I said to myself, I want to go in January because, as Jay mentioned, I went 25 years ago with these people right here in this hat. I don't know if you can see it. That's the fish emblem there, the Christian emblem, and they were called Crossroads. And I went with a Protestant Baptist friend of mine who was, we were together in the business. And I remember he said this to me. I'll never forget this. I was just starting my business. It was 25 years ago. I was 2 years in the business. Wasn't making a lot of money. The first few years to build a business is always going to be, kind of tough. And so he kept bothering me, Sandro, come to Dominican, I really want you to come. And I always said, his name was Bill. I said, Bill, I just don't have the money. I have a family at home. I have 2 kids at the time, 2 small kids. It's just the mortgage. I don't have the money. And he kept bothering me. He kept asking me. And I kept giving him that excuse. And then one time he said to me, and it got to me, and this is what made me go 25 years ago. This was it. This was God speaking to me. And I didn't even realize it back then. He said to me, Sandro, trust in the Lord and the floodgates from heaven will open up for you. Just trust. And that was it. So I went 25 years ago with him. We didn't stay at a resort. Like, this is such a beautiful, genius idea. I was telling Father Mario on the trip, how genius that Elio thought of this many years ago. We stayed on a camp and it was rough, but we went to all those missions. We went to the hospital, the dump and all that. Changed my life. I'll never forget that. It stayed with me. And I think, again, it's part of my journey back to Christ was that mission trip. Fast forward to this mission trip, and there was no way I was going to miss it this time. I don't care. I was going to make time in my schedule. I don't care. I wasn't going to miss it. And can I tell you guys something? It was, for me, probably one of the best, if not the best trips of my lifetime. And I've been on a lot of holidays. And for me, it was life-changing. The fellowship that you encounter with the people there, the joy that's encountered from the kids and the families and the fellowship of the people. You have the beauty of having a resort to go back to after you do your mission work, so you can, have that relaxing vacation, if you will, stay by the pool or stay by the beach or just chill on the patio or have a drink with somebody. And you have the best of both worlds, where you have 5-star resort that you can chill at afterwards, and cool down, and then do your mission work during the day. That just feels so fulfilling. Believe me when I tell you guys this, and this is what the most I can take from it. God is so good, because we got back way more from the mission trip. I can speak for myself and for everybody, way more from what we did than what we gave, and I just want to keep giving. It just gives me incentive to do more, to raise the bar, to bring more people from this beautiful spiritual family with us next time. And I promise you, you will not have one piece of it. It'll be the trip of your lifetime. And I hope I'm not overselling it, Jay and everybody. You guys can chime in, but that's my 2 cents. I can go on all night, but I want to give everybody else a chance. It's just too many words. It was wonderful, amazing trip. So I'll leave it there, Jay.
That was great. It's a great testimony, Sandro. So I don't know, Teresa or Lena, do you want to add anything there? I know, Lena, you've been there a couple of times. Teresa, it was kind of your first time. Any thoughts or anything you want to kind of what Sandro said there, Teresa, Lena?
Sure, Jay. I'd like to just add that it was my first time. I wasn't even going on this trip. Lena and Mary and Antoinette were going. And it just so happened that I had a conversation one day and it came across and I decided to go and my daughter decided to join me. So it was a wonderful trip. I had never ever done anything like this before. And my goal was from the very beginning, and as most people know, I'm the fundraising queen. I wanted to raise money for one house. With the help of the CWL and family and friends, we raised enough funds for 2 homes. And I had no idea the impact it was going to have on us when we actually handed keys over to these families. If anyone has never gone and has been thinking about it, please, please, please don't think, just go. It is so heartwarming and fulfilling. And I have met such amazing spiritual people that are now my family. And I absolutely love it. And I want to thank Father Mario and Vlad. Sandro, we had a great, great trip with you spiritually and as friends. So I hope, I don't hope, I'm going to do this again, probably in next July, but I will definitely be doing this again with my family and friends. Thanks, Jay.
Lena, did you want to add anything? I know you've been there a couple of times. Was there something you got out of it this time that was kind of different from your first time around?
Me, Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Yeah, so this is my second time. And definitely for me, it was amazing on all levels. One is that I got to share it with my girlfriends. I've never been on a girls' trip, so this was kind of a nice getaway for us. And we just, every moment there is just blessed in every way. Even when you're sitting just, when you're not on the job site and you're sitting having a beer and we're just talking, and it's all the fellowship that's happening, to be able to speak to people who are like-minded, and it's so God is in every conversation, and he just blesses every moment there, and it's an unbelievable experience. So and of course, like Teresa said, for us being able to give the home, meet the family, that was just beyond words, and it definitely inspires us to keep fundraising. And we see the needs there now with the hospital, so definitely we want to kind of continue fundraising for these trips. Even if we can't go, at least we want to participate in that way, but we're definitely hoping to go again for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a fruitful trip. Rod, I know you've been there many times. Anything you want to share kind of with your experience? I know you had your 2 kids there, Izzy and Gabriel, who were just unbelievable. I was watching Gabe on the work site, and I was just like, he reminded me like a little mini Cito, just the kid would not stop. It was unbelievable. I just wanted to kind of get your perspective on it. You've been there 4 or 5 times now, so kind of want to get your thoughts on it.
I guess every time I go there, I get a different perspective and I see different blessings. I think this time what really caught my attention was the first day we were there, which was a Saturday. Our bus went to construction, and when we arrived on site, there was just this one Haitian guy digging ditches, and he was digging it for the foundation walls of the homes. And he has one Dominican guy sitting in the shade overseeing him. I'm just looking at this guy. It's blistering hot, and he just keeps digging, and he just keeps going. And he just, he uses his pickaxe to dig the earth, and then uses his shovel to throw the dirt out. And I tried helping him, and it was so hard. I'm just looking at this guy beside me, just digging away. I'm thinking, man, what a lot in life he's been given. It's like, there he is. He has to do this all day, every day, whether he's hurt or not. I'm thinking, how does he do it mentally? If that's me, how am I going to do that? It's like, how am I going to provide for my family? I just look at it now, I just look at the blessings, we've been given, just as families, just, I don't know, and I look at the blessings he's been given. Maybe he's been given different blessings, right? But I just looked at his lot in life, and I said, man, it's like, what made us so different? Like, why is life so easy? Like, it never was easy for me. Why is life so easy for me now? And why is it so hard for him? Right? And I don't know. It's just something that stuck with me, and something that I contemplate a lot. Right? And that's something I got out of this trip. Just how blessed. I'm not sure if I can say I'm blessed, because what happens to the other person, right? But all I know is I have to share what I have, right? And and that was it.
Yeah, I know, 100%. And I know you and I had this conversation about that.
Yes.
But it's, and the crazy thing is he's, there's, if that was us, if it was me anyways, I'd be complaining. This guy was just, I think you said it best. It was like, this is what he's been given his life, right? The cards he's kind of been dealt, and he just kept going. He didn't, we were all complaining about the heat, and oh my gosh, it's so hot. And this guy was just going away at it. And so I think part of it is, being grateful for, obviously it's not our fault that we live on this side of the world. But to your point, Rod, is we have to share. We have to share what we have. Because we have such an abundance over here. And I believe, I really believe that, it says it in the Bible, right? Like, we will be held accountable, to the least of our brothers and sisters. Right? So, no, great testimony. And I think for me, I just like you, Rod, I've been going for a long time, and every year we always say, oh, that's it, this is it. And for some reason we just keep getting pulled back in. And, every time we go, it's just a different experience. It's a fruitful experience. We meet so many amazing people. Our spiritual family grows, our faith grows. And, at the end of the day, our goal and our mission is to share with other people so they can go and perhaps go to the next mission trip, and it just keeps multiplying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you said it best. The connections grow, and I learn a lot spiritually from you guys, and I come back a stronger person, and I love it. Yes. A better person.
Absolutely. And I've told you this, Rod, every time I work with you on the site, unbelievable.
I have a good time with you.
He's a machine. He's a machine. Rod's a machine.
You all are. Everyone there, it's incredible because everyone there is inspirational. Sometimes I'll just stop and I'll just watch, and everyone's working. No one's sitting, right? It's
Same here, Rod. Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah.
I just want to add too, Jay, if I can. We should all pray for whoever wants to come and feels it in their heart that it happens for you, whether it's January or next July or whatever, that you do make it out to a mission trip. Because for me, as Rod was saying, and Jay, and even Lena and the girls, it's like, there's so many humbling things that God wants. I believe in my heart, God wants us there right at that moment to see that. I'll give you an example. You're working in these homes, it's hot, like these guys are saying, and you're going, okay, I'm never going to get them see the people that are going to come in this home. Like, you're starting to have that, And then when we did the presentation on the last day, and to see the faces of the families is the most humbling thing in the world. And they're so happy that they got a 2-door garage, basically. We look at our 2-door garage and we're like, put junk in there, put the car with the exhaust, put all our crap in there. This is their paradise. This is their mansion. And it didn't come home closer for me than when we were leaving the construction site after the presentation, and one of the families was saying bye to us. And the 4 of them, husband, father, 2 kids, and mother, on one little motorcycle. That was their 4-door sedan. And we come back to 2 cars in the driveway, some of us 3 cars in the driveway, and they have their whole family on a motorcycle. The father in the front, the kid and the mother holding them all, and as they drove off, they just got a home. And it's so humbling that I can't even put it in words. And that's the kind of stuff that God wants to expose to us, I believe. And we can only see that if we're there. We can talk about it, everybody. We can say, but it's almost like trying to sniff a jar or something. It's almost impossible because God wants us to be there, you know, in that moment to see that. So, and that's the beauty of, and the precious blessing of a trip like that is to see that. So I just want to add that, Jay and Rod. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Job.
Before I went on, I remember before we used to go on these trips, you know, I used to watch like World Vision on TV, and
Yeah.
you'd see poor kids and you'd be like, oh, you know, that's so far away.
Yeah.
Well, but then, you know, it really isn't that far away because it's a 4-hour flight.
Yeah.
And then to live in poverty, you know, while, you know, we have, like I said, we have so much here.
Yeah.
They have so, you know, you think they have so little, but it's mind-boggling, really.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it puts life into perspective. You come back and you say, hey, my first world problems are nothing compared to what.
Oh, and Jay, I wanted to say too, one more thing that, and this is so another, just the first time we went to Asher Village. So Asher Village is a school that was built. The first time we went there, I think was the Tuesday or something, the Monday. And all the kids were there. We sang songs. We did some lessons for the kids. And then the kids just kind of ran around. It's like their summer school kind of thing. And some of the kids were taking hats and, you know, asking, and you're there for a couple of hours. And I got in this kind of like first world mood. And I'm like, these kids are kind of a little spoiled. They got a hat. They look so happy. They're playing basketball. It's not that bad. They're at school. It's like our summer school. They're just, you know. And then we went to the village on Thursday. And I walked through the village. And you see where these people live. And you don't even want to, you can't even imagine how these people live. First of all, you have to walk, right, Rodney? We have to walk, you know, everyone, I don't know, 3/4 of a kilometer to get to the village. And these kids do it every day, back and forth. And then you get to the village and it smells and it's just no electricity. Like it's just, you can't even imagine. And yet these kids come to the school every day, big smiles on the faces, right? You know, playing, joyful, happy to be together, happy to see us. It's like, you know, it's like, it's unbelievable. Just the attitude when you see where they come from. And that was humbling as well, you know? And yeah, that was amazing. You know, we
You
gave
know,
out,
Sandra,
go ahead.
one other thing that I saw
Sorry,
at the Asher
yeah.
School was we were working in the kitchen and this is their one meal per day.
That's right.
So, you know, we have 3 meals and snacks and you know, we have everything. And when I saw this little boy sitting with this meal on his lap and he didn't even open it to touch it. And I thought to myself, if this is his only meal, why isn't he eating it? And then when we had it translated, he was saving it to bring it home to his mom.
Yeah.
That was heartwarming. That's where it got me.
Yeah.
You
Because
know,
it's the only meal for the family, right, Teresa?
the only
It's like
meal.
it is,
Yeah.
you know, unbelievable, amazing.
I think that's one of the things we realized that it might have been on a second trip when we went to the garbage dump, and we gave, you know, we gave someone a sandwich, and we noticed he didn't hoard it. He took it and he shared it with everyone, and it was so eye-opening. It was like, wow, you know, here we keep everything to ourselves, we don't share, but there it's like, man, even though they have nothing, what they have, they share with each other. Yeah.
So true. Amazing.
100%. No, it was great. Anybody else? I don't know who else was. Beatrice, I know you went in November. I don't know if you want to share kind of your first experience. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's humbling. I would encourage just as Sandro said, I would encourage everybody to go if you can. It'd be great if we can get the Rosary group down. We had I think 8 or 9 people from the Rosary these 2 weeks. But if we can get a bigger group, that'd be great.
And we added some too, Jay. We came back with some.
And we came back with more.
Came back with more. Power of prayer. Storm heaven, man. Let's go.
Evangelization. I love it.
Beautiful.
And Hillary and Randolph. And yeah, so no, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Everybody have a great night. God bless you all. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow.
God bless you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thank
everyone.
you so much.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone. See you
Bye,
tomorrow.
everyone.
God bless you guys.
Bye.
Thank
Good night.
you. Bye.
God bless.
Good night, everyone.
God bless
In the
you.
DR. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.